What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the uncrowned Otaku. We back at it again. First of all, you see the hat? That's dope, right? Fools. This isn't even my final form. Dopeness personified. Anyways, DeathBattle came out, and y'all already know I got that dub. I told y'all Reed was taking it. Jen ain't stand a chance, because what it really boiled down to was Street Fighter versus Tekken, and you already know I gotta rep Street Fighter. I told y'all this, but we're not gonna live in the past. I'm not gonna rub it in too much. Because just like y'all, when I'm wrong, y'all let me know and we keep it moving. When I'm right, I'm gonna let y'all know we're gonna keep it moving. On to this next DeathBattle. This one's actually going to be super duper tricky for me personally. Y'all know me, I love samurais. I love ninjas more, but that's beyond the point. So in the right corner, repping for that clean white with the mythical sword that can kill the unkillable Aku, we talking about the legendary time traveler, Samurai Jaku, which isn't even his real name. They just kind of gave it to him, but we're going to rock with it. And in the other corner, we got my brother from another mother. Let me holler at you for a second. Everybody try to kill you, but can't nobody feel you. Afro Samurai. I came up with that straight off the top. Y'all probably won't believe me, but I didn't have nothing planned for his intro. Now, the real tough part is, I follow Samurai Jack. I watched the whole series. The last season, it got good towards the end. The beginning was a little rocky, but it is what it is. He got Aku out of there. Afro Samurai. I watched the beginning. I never saw the end. So I know what he's about. I saw a little bit of his skills. I know what the headband represents. He's out to get number one. Only the person wearing the number 2 headband can challenge the number 1 guy, but anybody can fight number 2. So he's living day in and day out with the threat of constant battle. Somebody wants to get his headband so they can go on and be number 1. You have literally everybody around you is your opponent. You don't know when somebody's going to strike. His senses are hardened. They're honed. Just like, who was that, Lu Bu. Just like Masashi Miyamoto, he didn't take baths because he always wanted to be ready for battle. My man has to be ready for battle at any given time because it gets that real. Now, I don't know if he ever gets the number 1 headband or if he ever gets revenge. I believe it was a revenge thing he was going for. The guy who was number 1, I think killed his dad or something. Like I said, I didn't really follow Afro Samurai too much. I know it had a game that didn't do too well. But as far as the show did, the show was actually kind of fire. I don't know why I didn't finish it. A lot of good sword action. It was real gritty, real bloody. Just something I never finished. Maybe that's what I need to go back and do. I'm going to go back and finish Afro Samurai. But yeah, I don't know a lot about him. I know a lot about Jack. So how do I make this prediction? Because if I'm looking at Jack, all his feats aren't that impressive to me personally. The one thing that stands out was when he was fighting the Anubis archers, you know, the blind archers that couldn't see nothing, but they could like hear everything. They would fire off arrows. He got handled up until the very end, where he blindfolded himself, honed his senses to hear like changes in the wind, and then he was dodging all the arrows left and right. He was swoop swapping. But in every episode, he struggles until the end. And really, Aku, if he would have sent his whole force at Jack from the start, Jack would have been dead. The only reason Jack is even a threat is just because he has that sword. If somebody else had the sword, they would equally be a threat. So I'm thinking Jack may be a slightly above average samurai with a mythical legendary sword that can combat Aku. That sword puts fear into Aku, not Jack himself, just the sword. So with that being said, Jack has been bested a bunch of times, even in the new season, like the 5 girls. They were giving him the business for a while until he realized he's okay with killing people. And that's not even going to be an afterthought in this death battle, because coming into the death battle, we know he's going to have to kill somebody. So he won't have that hesitation. But the point is, they gave him a little bit of work. He took a couple of hits. And if Afro Samurai gave him a few hits, they're going to be death hits. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All he knows is how to kill. But I don't know a lot about Afro Samurai. I don't know any of his feats. So that's why it gets really tough for me. Jack is a good guy. But I'm going to have to go with Afro Samurai on this, because Afro Samurai is a savage. I couldn't think I wasn't going to rock with my brother. I really didn't know where I was going to go, but Jack just seems a little more on the meh side. He gets a lot of help. If he didn't have that armada when he was fighting Aku on like the last 2 episodes, Aku would have destroyed him. And you can't even say Aku isn't a big threat, because Aku is. He handled everybody else. He killed the Viking dude leader. So Aku ain't nothing to play with, but that sword puts fear in him. He turns into a little bit of a wuss. But Jack got that W, so he, as much as I'm not going to rock with him and as unimpressive as his feats are, he's still a good samurai. Like, no other average Joe, Mugen or Jin could take him, but no other average Joe samurai is going to fight with Jack. He will throw hands. But against another top tier samurai, I think Jack loses every time, y'all. Every time Jack loses. I'm going to rock with Afro Samurai just because I know he's a killer. He's battle hardened. He has the number 2 headband for a reason. Hopefully he eventually got the number 1 headband. But living in that kind of state of mind where just everything is a threat, that does something to your psyche. That touches your soul a little bit. You become a killer. He is a official killer. He doesn't have a problem with it. Jack had a little bit of a problem with it at first. Not that that played a difference, but I'm just pointing that out. Afro Samurai, he's got to take this, y'all. He's got to. Chalk up another one for the good guy.